up, everybody? Welcome to Buzzworthy TV, and I'm the girl, Lady T. And today we are talking love and hip hop Hollywood, y'all. Okay, so the reunion was last night, and it was pretty good. Like, it didn't give me life, but it wasn't terribly boring either. So anyway, let's get into it. So the reunion opens up, and y'all, look, I know some people do the whole like what people wore and all that, but to me, nobody's style stuck out to me for me to be like, oh, that was fly, or oh, that was just, tacky or whatever. Well, no, I will say Brandy's hair was a hot ass mess. That was a no. Max, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. Brandy, I don't know what the fuck was going on with you when you decided to put that wig on. I don't know, you look like the wicked witch of the West. Was you just coming from an audition from The Wiz? I don't know. But yeah, that's the only thing that stuck out to me as far as anybody's attire. Brandy looking a hot mess. Anyway, what should I say? Little B, or AKA Whitney Houston's goddaughter. So anyway, so the reunion opens up. First of all, Nina Parker is the host. I'm happy to see her back. She does a phenomenal job hosting. So that's good. So anyway, Nina Parker's the host. And we open up the reunion with Princess and Tierra. They talk about the whole situation of how, Tierra set Princess up thinking that she was her friend and was giving Ray J all sorts of tea on what Princess was doing when they were hanging out or whatever. And the only thing that Tierra could say in her own defense is that things went left. And I'm like, you think things didn't go left? You was just messy as hell. And you don't want to acknowledge that you were messy as hell for that shit. You could have just left that shit alone. When y'all saw each other, when y'all was getting y'all nails done at that little pamper party, y'all had y'all little mama, you could have left it right there. But no, you had to keep picking at a situation. And you want to know why? Because you're miserable, Tierra. You don't got nothing going on with your love life, your career. So you had to pick at somebody who, is going through something. You want to make somebody more miserable than you. And I was just not here for it. So all that, it just went left. Miss me with that. So, then we move on to the whole situation. First of all, they had this clap back segment where they show Moniece talking about Princess, saying that Princess, be chasing after Ray J, and it ain't really gonna do her no good because Ray J really still wants to be back with Tierra or whatever. So Princess is like, I just don't understand why, this is our second season. She continues to have my name in her mouth when it comes to the media. And, so, Moniece was like, well, I'm just stating, basically she was just stating facts. Like, she was just saying how she saw it. She just believes that Ray J has a thing for Tierra. And even though Moniece should not have stuck her nose in everybody's business this season, because you did that, Moniece. You stuck your nose in everybody's business and then want to know why you get into it with people. I mean, sometimes, friend or no friend, you got to let them handle their business. And that's the situation I felt with this whole you and Princess situation. Y'all wouldn't have had beef if you would have kept your nose out of her whole situation with Tierra Marie. So, anyway. So, Princess is like, but I don't even know why you speaking on me. You don't even have a place to live. And, that just sends my homegirl, well, not my homegirl, but Moniece into like a tizzy, y'all. Like, she just starts saying safe words and then walks off the stage in tears, and that struck a chord. And I think it struck a chord because things are probably going a lot better for Moniece right now, but it probably was a time not too long ago that she didn't have no place to stay. She was sleeping on people's couches. And, thanks for this exposure and this platform, she's been able to do a little bit better for herself. But like I said, it wasn't too far, it wasn't too long ago that she didn't have all that. So to remind her of all the shit that she didn't have struck a chord with her. And I can kind of empathize with Moniece on that. It's like, you threw that up in my face, but then Moniece, again, too, like I just said, if you wouldn't have put your nose in that whole situation, then she wouldn't have had a reason to throw shit up in your face. So, after she composes herself, Moniece comes back, and then they start talking about her relationship with Rich and how they were doing good. He was doing everything he was supposed to. He met with the mommy, he met with the kid, he met with the baby daddy. And after doing all this, she goes around and tries to hook up and try to rekindle things with her baby daddy, Fizz. And, Rich is like, we not together right now. And Moniece is taken by surprise because she was like, yeah, I know things were rocky, but I didn't, I really don't know where we stand. And he's like, I love you, but this ain't gonna work. We not together. And he also lets it be known that, hey, even if we not together, I want to look out for her. I ain't gonna have nobody disrespecting her. And that's basically what he was telling, Princess and the whole audience, like, we not gonna do this. We not gonna do this. I don't care if we not together. Y'all not gonna fuck with her. And I respect Rich for that. Rich, on this franchise of Love and Hip Hop, was not a creep, and he is the poster boy for the Creep Squad, but he was not a creep. And I was actually impressed. So go ahead, Rich. So, and basically, Moniece tries to defend herself and say that basically she was not trying to get back with Fizz. She was just trying to have a moment of closure. And I'm like, yeah, they do a lot of editing. VH1, they shady as hell. And they're here for the mess. But even with editing, it just does not look like that was a closure type of conversation. Put that down in the comments. Do y'all think she really was looking for closure, or she was really trying to get back with her baby daddy? Like I said, from what I've seen, it looked like she was trying to get back with her baby daddy. And so then we got this whole thing with Miles and Mulan. Y'all, I already told y'all, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of the whole going back and forth on social media. Like, to me, this whole thing was a host, and it's exhausting. But for the reunion's sake, we gonna play along. So Miles, talks about how he saw Mulan at a club, thought he was sexy, and he basically bogarted his way to Mulan and got them digits. And they've been together 2.5 years. And, Mulan was like, basically, he was ready for Miles to come out because it's no fun basically just Netflixing and chilling. Basically said that's all they had, and they've been doing this for 2.5 years, and it was getting old. Here's my thing. Mulan, you settled for that shit for 2.5 years, and all of a sudden wanna demand that he, tell Amber and tell his family and all that shit. But you been selling for this for 2.5 years. You should have been gone. I mean, after the first 6 months and we ain't doing nothing but just chilling at my crib, we gonna have to have a conversation. So you can't put all this on Miles. But so then, like I said, so he's talking about it's no fun, and it's not really a relationship when you guys can't be open about what's going on. And like I said, I agree, but I do feel as though he put, if we're going with the storyline, that he put Miles in an awkward position that I don't think he was ready for. And I just don't believe that you can force someone to come out the closet. That's just me. And Amber was saying that she wasn't mad that he came out to her. Her thing was that not only are you gay, but you've been with somebody for 2.5 years. So you've been keeping this secret for years, and you didn't think it important enough to tell me, you've been a father figure in my child's life. I'm thinking that it could be something more with us, which I do not believe. I just believe that they were just always just friends. I do not believe that they were ever romantically involved. But hey, that's just me. But anyway, so, that was her whole thing. Her whole thing is she will never, ostracize him, and they will always be friends. It's just that she felt a certain type of way that he kept this from her. And I can understand that. I can understand, because despite whatever relationship they had, they were close. And he should be able to tell her. He shouldn't be able to, be with somebody for 2.5 years and just act like she has no right to know. And then we get on to this boring Lil B and Max storyline. Man, they could have did them first and got them out the way. So they talk about the ring situation, and he apologizes for, taking off his ring, and she apologizes for basically just being overbearing or whatever. And then we get to Little Fizz and Moniece. They're talking about their custody and their issues about Cam. And basically, she tries to explain what her issue has been in regards to Cam. Like, she loves her son and everything, but she was feeling overwhelmed. At least that's what I was getting from it, because every time she tried to explain, we had Amber and Brandy interrupting her and then saying, everything stopped when you have a kid. Your kid is your first priority. We don't want to hear that. Like, they just went in on her, and we couldn't even hear what she was trying to say. And I'm just like, see, y'all doing too much. I'm not really a big Moniece fan, but throughout this whole reunion, I found myself really empathizing with her, because they was just doing too much, especially at the end. And I hope she gives them hands next week, okay? Because they deserve it. Like, why are they all in her mix trying to dictate and trying to talk about how she raised her child? They don't know nothing. Now, I can see if that was Fizz or like a close family member. Y'all just cast members, so bye with all that. So anyway, y'all, that was part 1 of the reunion. Till next time, y'all. Peace and love.